Are you ready? Okay, here's a graph given to you. It's a parabola and a straight line cutting each other. And they give you roots, which is the x values. And they give you the y-intercept. And at that point, x is 0 and y is 24. And so you must now work out and say, when determine the equation of P. P is this parabola here. P is the parabola here. And when you do that, you use the formula, because they give you the two x values. You use that as roots, and you use this formula here. You've got the whole formula in, and now all you do is you replace the roots in there, and now you calculate. And that 24, that's the value of y. Y is equal to that. And they've given you y already there. So you can use that and put it in there. And now you calculate that whole feature. And now, you know that when minus 24, at this point here, on the graph, x is 0. So there's x 0. So you place x 0 in there, and you calculate. Do your calculations, and then you find the value of a. When you find the value of a, you can put the a value back in there. Okay? And now you have a new formula for which you can calculate y. Okay? Because this formula here will help you calculate y. Okay? So let's go on this one. If you see now, y is equal to 2x, you must multiply this out, you get this. You multiply the 2 with what's in the bracket. And that gives you the y equation of P. Gives you the equation of P. You must remember that is always the a value, the b value, and the c value. Now, that's what they wanted to do, the formula of the parabola, P. And you can see you've used the roots, you've used the x, the y value, and the x value, which is 0, and you've used this particular formula. So let's just silently look at that quickly. Bring it in so that you can see what happened there. Okay. And let's see the whole pattern. You see the whole pattern here. Okay. Now the next question. Find the coordinates of the turning point. The formula there, you have to use x to find the x value. That's the formula. And now, at this point here, you're going to use b, which is that b from this formula here. The value of 8. And a is 2 from this formula to get the turning point. And you see the x value of the turning point is 2. Put that into the equation, the same equation which we had here. Put it in there. Can you see that equation there? And you place that in there, and you calculate your y value. And now you've got your x and your y value, and that's the turning point. Okay? Now they ask you to find the equation of q, which is the straight line. And you can do it if you've got 2 points. Right? But now we don't have m. So you first have to work out m, so now you first have to do your gradient. And that's the formula for the gradient. So now you say y2 minus y1 divided by x2 over x1. And now you take these two, which is the turning point coordinates. Here, 2, 32. That's your y1. And then your y2 and your your y1 and your x1 is then 0 and 2, which is this point here on that line. That point there. Minus 2. Calculate it. Stay on it. 32 over 4. That gives you minus 8. So m is minus 8. Now you can do that. Rewrite that now into this. There you go. You've got the whole thing here. Rewrite it into there. And now calculate. Put your y1. In this case now you use y1 minus 32. And x1 is 2. If you use the others, you will have to change it. You have to use the same pairs. You see, these are 2 pairs here, and these are 2 pairs here. But you're going to be using these 2 pairs will help you better. So you just calculate it. Okay, that will be 16 minus plus 16 plus minus times that. And then you take that to this side to get your y alone on the other side. And you then find the difference between that, and that will be your equation for q. That does 3. Finish now. Okay, now we go to this one, which is the fourth challenge. If OE is equal to 1 unit, find the length of RT, where R is a point on Q and T is a point on P. Okay, so here it is. If this is equal to 1, right? And that is a line, a point on this line, and that is a point on this graph. They ask you to get the length of this one, this RT. So now let's see how they do it. They say that x, if OE is equal to 1, they say then x value is minus 1, or just 1. But minus 1 this way, it goes that way, so it's minus 1. Place it in there. Place it in there, and you get this particular equation. Solve it, you get minus 8. So the y value, using the straight line formula, is 8. There's a straight line there. There is where it cuts, so that y value there, the y value is 8. So if the y value is 8, then the value of that is also 8. So now you replace again that same minus 1 which they gave you as a unit into the p equation. See there? Solve that. You see 14. So ET is 14. Because if you want the y value of this whole, of this parabola here, you're asking it what is its y value where it cuts at t. What is that y value there? That one, ET, is 14. So if you want to have this one here, you must subtract this one from the big one. So you've got 14 here, which is the big one. Ignore the minuses and pluses because you're looking at the units. So if you want to do it now, you say RT is equal to ET minus ER, 14 minus 8, and it's 6 units. So that's the question they asked you. So you've gone through 4 sections from that same graph.